State of the Union address last night. He put Congress on notice, saying he's willing to go it alone. The president has made no bones about his frustration with partisan gridlock on Capitol Hill. He now says he will use executive orders to pass legislation that's blocked in Congress.
America does not stand still, and neither will I. So wherever and whenever I can take steps without legislation to expand opportunity for more American families, that's what I'm going to do.
President Obama delivered that address before a joint session of Congress and millions of Americans watching on television. That speech is the subject of today's Inside Look. Joining me here today on the set is U.S. Specialist Andy Zine. And thank you so much for coming in to speak to us.
Thank you.
It seems like it was a much more confrontational Barack Obama we heard there in that speech last night. Would you agree?
Yeah, but there were some signs that he was going to say, I'm going to go it alone. Remember, in the first few weeks, he mentioned, I have a pen and I will use it whenever it's necessary. Although he knows that the opinion polls were very bad, he had to do something about it. And things are moving. Finally, there is the agreement on the budget. Finally, some Republicans may be moving on the immigration bill. So maybe he realizes this is the time to say it's now or ever. And also, he knows that the November elections are very soon, and then he'll be a lame duck president. So he has a very short period to act.
And do you think he was convincing enough? Do you think that's enough to make things not end up with a lame duck president 9 months from now?
He will be a lame duck after the election. The only question is how many things can he get achieved in that little period until November?
Now, he did evoke this idea of the executive order, something a lot of people have criticized as being anti-constitutional. But does he have a choice? If he wants to get things done, given the way things are there today, doesn't he have to go to the executive order?
Yeah, and anyway, he cannot do everything with executive order. I mean, there is a limit, there is a scope to what he can do with executive orders. He has already stopped the deportation of children, illegal immigrants brought with their children. This is okay. This is not anti-constitutional. He has also made sure that there are stronger and stricter standards for pollution. So there are things he can do with executive orders. So this is not against the Constitution. Now, there are lots of subjects in which he will need the Congress. So he made some compliments to the Speaker of the House, saying that he's an example of the American dream. So let's see if Mr. Boehner, who is rumored to maybe not want to run again, so in that case, he would be willing to sacrifice his career since he wants to stop it. Maybe that will make some progress. And also, I think the Tea Party has realized that the business donors are very angry with them, and they've stopped giving the money. So it means the Tea Party might be a little more silent.
It's interesting. The Republicans did come out swinging, many of them, after the speech was given last night. Many of them do toe this line that if life is harder for Americans today, it's due to Obama and his own policies. Do they have a point?
Well, you know, even the statistics that Obama are using to show that there is job creation, etc., we can do what we want with the statistics. It depends what beginning date we take, what end, etc. So the Americans do the same, and they say that whatever progress has been achieved has been despite Obama. For instance, job creation, this is due to fracking, not to the president's policy, etc. So, I mean, debates about figures we can do. So there is, you know, there are fact-checking websites. So fact-checking has said that Obama was a little fuzzy about this, that the Republicans are more or less lying about that. We know about it. There's no way we can say that Obama is making life more difficult, and there's no way we can say everything the Republicans are saying is wrong.
He spent most of the speech last night talking about domestic issues, but he did mention one international one, Iran, where he was quite tough on what he had to say.
Yeah, it was very clear. I mean, there is a new leadership in Iran in a way that surprised everybody. Apparently, there is that agreement. We're not sure it's going to work. And Obama made very clear that if it's not working, we're back to sanctions. But he's saying during the period, we are trying to make some headway. If you, the Congress, you add more sanctions, I'll veto.
Mm-hmm. So what are your thoughts on what he will try to push through? His big successes in his second term, given he had so many in his first. What can he truly accomplish this time around?
Probably immigration. Apparently, he's given up on gun control, and maybe climate change.
All right,
but we're not sure.
We'll see how this goes. Thank you so much, U.S. Specialist Andy Zine, for coming in to speak to us here on France 24. Thank you. That was today's Inside Look. Now it's a homecoming for French footballer